Hey, what's going on, hobbits? It's Jordan here, and welcome to my little post-Minecon vlog. Now, I know. I have promised you guys that I would do a vlog whilst I was out in Minecon, or I would do like a little montage compilation thing for when I got back. I know, I promised it, and I did actually borrow a video camera from my aunt, but you see, there are some technical difficulties which were not my fault, and it seems like lately that's all I've been having. But anyway. So pretty much how it went was, I had this video camera, HD video recorder, you know, as you do, and so I started filming. I started filming here actually. I was basically filming the journey, so I started filming here, and then I filmed at the train, and then at the airport, and then on the flight, and then Minecon. Well, actually, I didn't get as far as Minecon. I got to Philadelphia, which is where my connecting flight was, and I get off the flight and turn it on, and then I'm like, it's not turning on. So I'm like, okay, maybe the battery's just dead. So I wait till I get to the house at Firerocker Studios where I was staying, and I'm like, okay, let's plug it in, and then I keep it charging for a little while. I'm like, it's still not turning on, so I connect it to my laptop, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, maybe it's just completely dead, and maybe if I just like charge it overnight, it'll be okay. So I come back to it the next day, and nothing. It registered on the laptop, but there was nothing on the camera itself. So I was a little bit annoyed about that, and as well, it wasn't my recorder, so I may actually have to pay out for that. I don't think it was too expensive, so hopefully that's not a big deal. But anyway, Minecon, how did it go? Well, it was such a blast. Just getting to meet all my fans and you guys and my friends and everybody was great. Now, I have obviously met my friends and fans at both Minecraft UK and Eurogamer, but this was just on like a totally other level because America is someplace that I've wanted to go for like a little under half my life. Like, I'm 18, so I guess around the ages of 10, 11, or 12 was when like America was like, I want to be there and I want to go there, and I went there, and I cannot thank Noah enough. I mentioned this in the last one, but I can't thank Noah enough for actually making that possible. But yeah, America was great, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to go because it was such a blast. And I stayed with Firerocker Studios, which is Andrew, Michael, and Kip from Kipception and Mike Myers Gaming. I stayed with those guys, and on the other nights I stayed at the team house and met up with people like MLG Hunt, Aviator Gaming, Big Mac Nation, Bertgasm, Zek was around, and SGC Babear, and there was so many people, all of Team MVG. We actually officially launched Team MVG whilst we were out there, and Kermit Plays Minecraft, Dakota joined the team. What up, Dakota? I'm so happy that he joined. I actually, a little bit before Team MVG, I actually approached him and was like, I'd be very interested in making a team, but at this point it was like, we didn't really, well, he'd just left Team Crafted, and I was like, I'd like to be a part of a team, but I didn't really want to make my own. So I was very lucky, really, that Team MVG came across and picked me up, and then we got Dakota, and now it's just all fine and dandy, and I love it. But yeah, so Minecon was great. Getting to meet all of you guys was amazing, and doing all the signings, and I didn't realize how many people actually knew who I was while I was there. Like, people would like see me around, and like some people would click onto who I was because they've seen the face, and then some people wouldn't, but if they heard the voice, then they did. And so like there was that, just kind of walking around. I didn't really get too much attention, but I got a little bit, and it was cool. But then there was a couple of times actually where it felt kind of surreal. Was one where I was actually getting all of the YouTubers' signatures for my little cousin on a Team MVG poster, because he is a huge like Captain Sparkles fan and Skyder's Minecraft fan, and so I was like, okay, it's his birthday coming up, I'll try and get him all of these people's signatures because he really looks up to them. And Jordan, Captain Sparkles, was the only one that I had trouble getting because he was so busy during the entirety of Minecon that I didn't see him walking around once. But he was doing a signing with XRPM13 or XRPMX13 and Gizzy13 Gaza, and so like I went to go queue, and then I looked at the queue, I was like, that queue, nah, that was like a 2-hour queue. So I was trying not to be rude, because, you know, classic British guy, you don't want to be rude, not an Englishman. So I go to the side of the line, and like I just like peer over the edge of the barrier. I'm like, Gizzy, and he's like, oh hey Jordan, what's up? I'm like, come here, and he's like, what? I'm like, come here, and he goes, I can't, I'm signing something. I'm like, and he goes, what do you want? I go, just come here, and he's like, do you want something signing? I'm like, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to look obnoxious in front of all these people, like kind of cutting in. Like if they knew who I was, then it wouldn't have been a big deal, I guess. But I didn't want to just like appear like some random guy. It's like, sign this for me instead of queuing up like everybody else. But the other thing was, I gave it over to him, and then all the people in front of me was like, "Are you Jordan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then so like from that, I must have signed about just 20-30 stuff right there. And I was like, "Whoa." And then as well, on the second day of Minecon, I actually missed my 11 AM signing. I didn't realize I had a signing at 11. I thought it was a bit later. I was told it was at 1. And so I missed it. And I get there. And then Jojo and Brian from the Famous Films, they're both like, "Dude, there were so many people asking for you." And I'm like, what? This blows my mind that actually people were looking for me, and it was something surreal. But it was a whole lot of fun, and you know, on the last day we had a huge kick-ass pool party. All of Team MVG was there pretty much, all of Team Crafted pretty much was there, and a bunch of other awesome YouTubers like Garrett, which is Jobless Gamers, or Crafty Garrett, whichever one you want to go for. And there was just so many awesome people like Palmerator and Acidic Blitz, and too many people to list, but it was a blast, and I had such a fun time. And then the next day was the day that I had to come home, and it sucked having to leave everybody, but you know, I had such a fun time, and I have so many good memories of that little trip that they will like just stick with me forever, and it was amazing. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to go out there again sometime soon. We have some pretty big stuff up in the works for I think summer 2014, a Team MVG thing, so keep your eye out for that. It's not gonna be for a while, but if it happens, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, so that's pretty much it about Minecon. A couple of other things that I wanted to talk about really quick, I forgot. But one was that I had an audition yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday, so no, it was the day before. It was on Wednesday, and I actually mentioned this in my no, I think it was Chunk Era, or maybe it was Amplified Survival. I don't know, my mind is all over the place. But I actually went for a singing audition for a friend's local band. I put an Instagram video up of me a little while ago of me singing, and my friend actually saw it and messaged me on Facebook, because me and him go back a bit. We used to go to school together, and he messaged me on Facebook and goes like, "Oh yeah, I saw your Instagram, by the way, you should come down and audition." I'm like, alrighty, I'll do it. So I went down on Wednesday, nervous as hell, but then, you know, after I had a go or two, and I got a little bit more confident with it, and I nailed it. I didn't really nail it, I'm not going to be that big-headed, but I feel like I did pretty good, and they said that I was pretty good, so I'm actually going to be going down there next week, so hey, who knows, I may be joining a band and singing, and my voice, what just happened to my accent? I don't even know. I don't know. Let's stop that now. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was my friend Brian, aka Brianite. I'm gonna actually have his channel down in the description below. Lately, he's actually been helping me out and making my thumbnails. The reason is 2-part, 3-part. I don't know. It's I totally lost my train of thought, but basically, I do not like making thumbnails, okay? And you could put it down to laziness or just I don't know, but for whatever reason, I just cannot stand making thumbnails. It's like I love recording and then I love the editing, but then it's like I come to the thumbnails and I'm like, half an hour of this just dragging little things around, and it gets very tedious after doing it daily for like a few months, more than a few months. And I know that other people do it and they don't bitch about it like I am right now, but hey, I'm lazy, and Brian and me go way back. I've known him since I was like 7 or 8 years old, and he was more than willing to help me out by making my thumbnails for me. So go check out Brian's channel. Like I said, the link is down below. Definitely go subscribe to him. We're gonna be doing some more stuff together sometime soon, and it should be awesome. And please don't hate on me for being lazy with the thumbnails, okay? I do make them sometimes, but only sometimes, like for special occasions, like mods. I like doing them for mods. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I feel like I had one more. Oh yeah, November. It's halfway through November. It's November 15th, and I don't actually grow that much facial hair, as you can probably tell. But I'm supporting the cause. Not really. Again, I'm lazy, but I can say I'm supporting the cause. I support the cause anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I am lazy too. Don't forget that. But yeah. So if you guys met me at Minecon or anything like that, then definitely feel free to post down in the comment section below. Tweet me at PerpetualJordan if you have like any pictures with me, or if you just like, you know, want to say like, hey, I met you at Minecon, and I can like retweet you and it'll be all cool and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this little post Minecon vlog, and if you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you clicked that like button. That would be great. Let's see if we can hit, let's see, 200 likes or 150 or 200. 150 or 200. 150. We'll go for 150 likes. I feel like we can hit 200 though. So try to go for 200, but the goal is 150. But secretly the goal is 200. But you're going for 150. I'm just kidding. I don't even know. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, whatever it may be. And until then, have a good day.